Hello, is this Vi?
Well, it's Vianne Timmons. I don't go by Vi, but yes, this is me.
The president of the Memorial University?
Yes, it's me. Who is this?
I'm Mary here. Oh, this is excellent. Look, I've such ideas for you and for your university. I thought I'd Zoom you. It feels a bit presumptuous now. I mean, you don't mind me Zooming you, do you? Because I tell you the truth now, I mean, I didn't mean to be rude or anything.
No, I guess I don't mind.
No, grand, good. Now, look, I've all these ideas, and I want to see if I could get a grant or something out of it, or a fellowship, or whatever it is that you call it, because Memorial's a place full of creativity and ingenuity. And, well, sure, you have creative people from all over the world going there, don't you?
Yes, we do, Mary. Yeah, we have lots of creative people.
Yeah, yeah. And now I have some ideas that's really going to blow your hair back. Do you have a few minutes?
Well, I'm not going to promise you a grant or a fellowship, but I'll hear you out. What do you
Yeah.
have?
Well, now look, I have this idea for a tube. Now, think of a big stick of bologna, only is made out of metal and it can travel over the ground, fast. I'm not like a worm. I mean, botwood in 20 minutes or less fast. See, my brother Tony, he works down to the Jiffy Lube there on Topsail Road. Oh, does he ever know his way around an arc welder?
Well, that's an interesting idea. And Mary, actually, some of our students have already done that. A group of our students called Paradigm Hyperloop played second in the SpaceX Hyperloop competition in California a couple of years ago.
And it looked like a big metal bologna?
Well, there's probably a little more to it than that, but yes.
Yeah, all right, all right. I mean, if you're sure, but that's okay. It's all right. Next idea, because it's not like I only have one. Now, look, we don't really know each other, so I got to tell you a little bit about me. I'm usually half froze, poor circulation. I blames it on Mom. I think she was wearing a cardigan when she was giving birth to me, to tell you the truth. And so I thought, you know what? What if there was a thermostat that I could control with my mind? Now, hear me out. Look, what if I'm sitting down and it's cold and all I do is think warm and then whammo, warm. What do you think about that?
Well, I think it's a brilliant idea, and it's one some of our students already have done. Well, they didn't control it with their mind, but some of our graduates started a company called MISA, and they make programmable smart thermostats. So it is a great idea, but already done, Mary.
Not controlled with the mind, though, is it?
No, but it's close enough, close enough.
All right, whatever. Now, look, as little Art Garfunkel said, I'm not a one-trick pony. No, how about this one? Grown vegetables on your kitchen table so that they're right there when you need them. Think about that now, Vianne. I mean, you imagine past the turnip, Mom. Oh, hold on, ducky. I'll reach down and get it. And all you have to do is reach down and grab one. Rutabaga ready. I mean, surely to God, nobody's come up with something like that.
Well, Mary, another group of our grads started a company called Succeed. It's a company that makes hydroponic kits for people to grow vegetables anywhere they want to, which includes, I guess, their kitchen table. But Mary, these are all great ideas.
No, they're a creative lot, aren't they? Perhaps I'll go on the Shark Tank or something, see if they
No,
have.
no, no, look, these are all wonderful ideas and you're clearly full of them. I've got a great idea. Why don't you come along with me and meet some of our graduates and our alumni? Well, actually the whole Memorial family. You get a feel for the place. With your enthusiasm, with your ideas and your creativity, you would be a great MC for the Hats Off grad celebration that we're going to have.
No, no, look. I mean, it's nice out of you. It is. It's nice of you to extend an invitation. My God, I'm honored to hear it. However, I'm very busy, honey. I have a full schedule. I mean, now when you size it up, I have bingo every Monday night. On Tuesday is darts. Wednesday is the Big Brother. Thursday is choir. I'm flat out, girl. And I'm not saying one thing means something else. I'll tell you though, one person who isn't, God bless her, she's certainly not doing anything nowadays. And that is Sheila Williams. And she is marvelous. I mean, she knows everything about everything and everyone. I mean, you should ask her to go along. Do you want me to ask her?
Well, you're definitely a busy woman, and it sounds great. We'd love to have Sheila. Can you tell her to come along? Will you ask her for us?
My dearie, look, you'll love her. Yes, indeed
I
I
know
will.
I will. Mary, when you first rang me, I wasn't so sure, but it's
Mm,
been a pleasure meeting you.
no, and look, it was the same for me now, Vianne. Yeah, but just for the record, are we sure that it looked like a big metal balloon?
Mary, I'm afraid it did.
Yeah. Well, I have to take your word for it.
Hi, my name is Sheila Williams, and welcome to Hats Off 2020. I'm joined here tonight by Geraldine Hollett and Phil Churchill from the band The Once. Student extraordinaire, and apparently a student of mine from 2005, Caitlin Kinsella, and last but certainly not least, the new president of Memorial University, Dr. Vianne Timmons. You talk about an impressive bunch here with us this evening. But not only that, also joining us tonight, you. Some of the finest and most creative graduates, alumni, and friends the world has ever known. So this evening, good evening, and thank you for being here. The beautiful Geraldine, how are you?
I'm wonderful. It's so good to see you, Sheila.
It's great to see you too. And Phil, lovely, lovely. You're so
Yeah.
cozy on the couch.
I know. Thanks for having us.
No, I'm thrilled to have you, darling. Dr. Timmons, it's just my pleasure. May I just say how that was a bow, in case you didn't catch it. How pleased I am to meet you at last.
Well, Sheila, I'm great to meet you, and thank you for doing this for us.
Oh, it's my pleasure. I just couldn't hesitate for a second, given the fact that we don't have another gig in sight. But not only that, because I love Memorial University. Please, I am alumni, aren't I? Oh, yes, we all
You look
are.
so impressive with your memorial gear on. That's the way to go.
Isn't it fantastic?
It is.
Oh, I'm telling you what, now certainly anything suits beauty, but when it's this nice, who cares, right? And you know what? I just wanted to talk a little bit about Newfoundlanders in general. And I want to ask you some questions, all of you. When we're looking at Newfoundlanders and we're looking at creativity, do you know anyone who can make something out of nothing? Geraldine?
No.
No, that's good.
They used to say, give them a steel wool and
Long steel wool knit your stove.
Yeah.
Mm.
So every hardcore Newfoundlander is Nan. They can knit you a stove.
That's true, isn't it? That's true.
Yeah.
Mom was like that. Knit
Yeah.
no trouble. No trouble. No, I
Good
mean,
for
she
the
wasn't
winter.
handy with knitting, but she was capable. Phil, what about you?
Yeah, I gotta say, I think anyone that I know who's like that is some people that I've met later in life. I think I was too young to recognize it in my pop, but in getting older now, everybody that I met at Grenfell and at Munn, I still work with. So I kind of I continue to surround myself with people who have that ability, and it comes up constantly, and in the creative sides of them, but also the more analytical sides of them. They can almost just take a morning that's really got nothing going for it to start off, and by the end of the day you have absolutely no idea what it is that you're going to be facing eyes into with people who feel like they're pros, even though they're not. They're just kind of fumbling their way through it, but crushing it because of their education, I guess. I don't know.
They're confident.
Yeah.
What about you, Caitlin?
Well, my great-grandfather had the art of boat building mastered, and that is certainly taking something as simple as a piece of wood and turning it into a tool that they would use every single day. But yeah, that's more so something that's dying away with the older crowd, and we got to write these things down more, I guess.
You're exactly right, Caitlin. Dr. Timmons, what about you?
Well, I know a lot of people who can make something out of nothing. I look at all my students and the graduates, and when I travel Newfoundland and I visit communities and business people, I meet every day people who have made something out of nothing. And but it is something though, Sheila. They made it out of their education. They've made businesses, occupations, careers. They've done fabulous stuff out of education.
You brought it right back to the Mon, didn't you? Now, listen, am I right in thinking that you are memorial sweethearts?
Yeah.
I'd say.
Yes. So,
around then.
I mean, we talked about this a little bit before.
Let's
the
just say
camera
that
went on.
the whatever it was stuck. I don't know
Wow.
if that's sweethearts, but it stuck. The meeting of one another stuck.
No.
Yeah, we haven't been
You
able
can
to
say
get away
sweethearts.
from each other
Yeah.
since.
Go ahead, say that again.
You don't need Tinder. You don't need Matchboxes. You just need to go to Memorial and you will find the love of your life. I don't know if it's
Matchbox?
Matchbox. I
I
don't know.
don't think it's Matchbox. Is it, Caitlin? You know more, darling.
I don't
I
know
think
what
those are like little, you get a little car, Matchbox.
I've never heard of Matchbox.
I don't
No,
know.
Go with it.
I haven't enrolled myself. I'm just, okay, I know Tinder. I know Tinder.
Oh, I dare say you do. Okay, go ahead, Phil Geraldine. Memories.
Memories. What do you remember?
I remember going to hang out with you. I remember we did theater and we didn't get out of school till 11 at night. And then
Yeah.
you had to go and do your homework. But instead I just went to visit you. I did get my homework done, but
Did you?
I used to take cat naps. Constant cat naps. I think I was a cat for 4 years. Well, for the last year anyway. I was a cat.
Now, Dr. Timmons, is this your first year as the new president?
April 1st was my first day as new president, right in the middle of the pandemic.
Well, that's nice, isn't it? It's something to look back at so fondly.
Yes, I won't forget that.
No, I bet you shan't. Now, tell me, do you have some memories, of your first days as president of university?
Well, my fondest memories so far are when I'm walking to work or home from work and a student stops me. You have to understand that right now it's hard to meet up with students in person, but I'm so fortunate that so many students will stop me on the street and say, "You're my new president." And I will always keep that close to my heart because it makes such a difference. So students out there, if you see me on the street, you stop me and say hello because it means a lot.
You're so in tune and poignant in all these things. I missed the cafeteria, if I'm honest. It was called the TSC at the time. I don't know, Caitlin, is it still called TSC?
Yeah.
It's called the US or the UC, the University Center.
Oh, is it? Yeah. No, I prefer the TSC. No, and they served a beautiful noodle. I remember that to this day. It was really a lovely thing, and certainly we could be looking at why I gained weight there. Anyway, that's a separate point. That is one of the things I missed. What about you, Caitlin? What will you miss now going forward?
My goodness. Well, I think, every fall comes around and it just reminds me of being at MUN. So now when next fall comes around and I'll be out working, it's going to be a bit different, because fall's always felt like new beginnings and the color burgundy, which is associated with MUN. But, it's like you said, with everything that you do, you're going to try and create that feeling that you have with the camaraderie. The spirit of university can still carry on with the other things that you do, but there'll always be a piece of my heart in fall for MUN.
You'll also miss being 26, by the way, Caitlin. You'll miss being 26.
I do too. Oh God, Phil, so do I. Thankfully, we have wonderful memories looking back.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
And now let's hear from our new Memorial University president, Dr. Vianne Timmons.
Good evening, graduates, families, friends, and alumni of Memorial University. I am so pleased to join you this evening to celebrate the achievements of our graduating students and to welcome them to our alumni family. We acknowledge that the lands on which Memorial University's campuses are situated are in the traditional territories of diverse Indigenous groups, and we acknowledge with respect the histories and cultures of the Beothuk, the Mi'kmaq, Innu, and Inuit of this province. Congratulations, graduates. I had hoped to meet each of you in person, but I am thrilled to be part of this virtual celebration as you enter into the next phase of your education or your new career. And this is a celebration. This might be our best option in a pandemic, but I promise you, once we get the all clear, you will be given the opportunity to walk across the convocation stage. And to achieve your success, You were supported by your family, friends, and fellow students. You are also supported by your teachers and professors from the first day of kindergarten to the last day of exams at university. I know they are all so proud of you. Our support for you will continue as you join the family of Memorial University alumni. Our alumni now numbers almost 100,000, and they can be found making valuable contributions throughout our province and the world. And many of them have tuned in today, taking part in this celebration. You are all aware of the time, effort, and financial resources required to be successful. Let me focus on a quality that was also essential to your success: resilience. I went on a road trip this summer throughout this province. It was a fantastic experience that really gave me a feel for the incredible reach and impact Memorial has on towns big and small throughout Newfoundland and Labrador. What the trip also showed me was incredible resilience of you, our students. In a normal year, you experience challenges such as leaving your communities, support networks, and friends to attend university. There you studied and found new friends. You made mistakes and you learned lots of lessons. And then we sent you home. But the fact that you are here this evening shows you are resilient. You overcame the challenges the pandemic threw at you, and I'm so proud of all of you for working through what has been probably the most unexpected and difficult terms. I know it hasn't been easy, but you did it. I learned about resilience from an early age. When I was turning 15 years old, my family left Labrador and moved to Nova Scotia. This was one of the most traumatic experiences of my life, but I learned more about resilience from this generation of young people, from you. You are creative, you are innovative. You have adapted to one of the most difficult periods in our lifetime. But you are still optimistic about tomorrow. I have confidence in our future. That, with the resilience born from struggle, you will leave our world better than we left it for you. I can't wait to see where you lead us. Take everything you've learned at university and dare to do something new, something important. Always surround yourself with people who lift you up and lift someone else up if they need a hand. You know, I've often said that universities should not reflect the world in which we live, but rather they should reflect the world in which we want to live. As each of you goes forward, please remember that you will shape the world in which we are going to live. I know you will do us proud. In the meantime, take time to enjoy your success. Do it safely. You deserve it. Hats off to all of you.
As a former music education student, one of my fondest memories is the symphony of instruments bellowing through the hallways in the School of Music. Music is a big part of Memorial, and so is this former graduate. So it is my pleasure to introduce to you a past Music NL Artist of the Year, the winner of the very first CBC Searchlight Prize as Canada's Best New Artist, and perhaps most impressively, Memorial graduate. Give a warm welcome to the pride of Codroy Valley, Sherman Downey.
Congratulations, graduates. You've done it. You've graduated. I've been thinking a lot about the first weeks that I spent in Grenfell College in Corner Brook. Fresh out of my hometown of Codroy Valley, about 200 people. And I remember it was the first time I was late for class. And I was taking stairs 2 by 2. I was just trying to get to class, worried about being late for my first class, and got to the top stair. My toe hooked the top stair and went all over into the hallway, dropped my books everywhere. It's probably one of my most embarrassing moments. And I got back up on my feet and I went to class, and I hope as you've graduated now, you stand up on your own and you get out there and you persevere in these strange times, and you're armed with the tools of your new degree. Congratulations. This is a song called Honey for Bees. It's about being your best self. Fortune cookie, fortune behind the magnet on the fridge. A little lucky clover that you planted could never ever scratch that itch. A rusty horseshoe that you nailed over the bent screen door. salt over the shoulder could never ever bring you on. But sooner or later it'll get you. Yeah, put your money down and I'll bet you, like honey for the bee, baby, that is you. Oh, oh. That crooked little wishbone hanging in the window at the sink, it's got you turned around. It's got you hoping every time you think that sooner or later it'll get you. Yeah, put your money down and I'll bet you, like honey for the bee, baby, that is you. Here's the part that you need the most. It's the piece of your heart that bleeds the most. Yeah, honey for the bee. Yeah, honey for the bee. The yodeling. Yeah, honey for the bee. Yeah, honey for the bee. Yeah, honey for the bee. The yodeling. Yeah, honey for the bee. With a university degree. Congratulations.
Part of what makes Memorial such a special experience are the professors you meet along the way. We're so pleased that one of them could join us this evening, a now Professor Emeritus, retired from the Faculty of Medicine, who is also one of Memorial University's most famed orators, is here to offer a few words of wisdom. Please welcome Dr. Donald McKay.
Hello, class. My name is Donald McKay. As a former Memorial University convocation orator and a newly minted Professor Emeritus, I am honored to be with you today as we introduce the first lecture in our brand new course, Convocation 2020. The objectives for today's lecture will focus on the history of convocation at Memorial University. By the end of the class, the successful student will be able to describe in excruciating detail Memorial's first degree recipients and where they are now. One of my favorite topics, the origins of a renowned tradition of convocation orators and orations, and perhaps the most captivating, an in-depth, behind-the-scenes look at the fascinating process used to select each and every color used in our many academic degree hoods. So sit back and relax as we take the next 50 minutes to travel back in time to the very origins of Memorial's graduation traditions. What? Excuse me, class. President Timmons, how nice to see you. You mean convocation's postponed? And I have 4 minutes, not 50? Well, in that case, we better skip right to the last slide. So, in summary, convocation is a celebration of achievement. If you learned nothing else during your time on Memorial's campuses, I hope to goodness that by now you learned how to celebrate. This time, focus some of that celebration on yourself. You earned it. Once everything is back on the go, visit campus and seize the opportunity to walk across the stage at a live convocation event. I highly recommend it, especially because of the nifty outfit you get to wear. Celebrate that you have a new family too, for as of today, you are a Memorial University graduate, a distinction that no one can ever take from you. You join thousands of other Memorial alumni in every corner of the world, including Fogo, a place that the Flat Earth Society deems as one of our 4 corners of the world. Pretty neat, eh? Even neater is that your new global family of Memorial alumni is brimming with ingenious, resilient, and talented folk. Sure, every family has the occasional oddball relative, but for the most part, your alumni family can help and guide you as you travel through life. Take advantage of that. Finally, celebrate the journey you started on day 1 at Memorial. Take time to reflect on the many special classmates you met, the lessons learned inside and outside of the classroom, and the colorful personalities you met among our professors and staff. I will always remember Professor Emeritus Dr. Jim Moore. Jim was a true mentor who taught me to marvel in the beauty of science and to value deferred gratification. He also told me a great joke that I have been waiting patiently for over 25 years to deliver in class. You're all in luck. Today's the day. Just before exams, students often probe a professor for clues as to what might be covered on the test. One time, before a medical school biochemistry final, a student asked Dr. Orr, "Are we responsible for the Krebs cycle?" With a perfectly straight face and with the most earnest of deliveries, Jim replied, "No, Krebs is." Wow, tough crowd. Congratulations, graduates. Accept my best wishes as you continue on your life journey. Hats off to you, Memorial grads of 2020.
A big part of Memorial's success lies in its student population. So we're honored to have 4 of those fine folks here with us this evening. Please welcome Mohammed, Andrea, Caitlin, and Brandon.
Hello, my name is Mohammed. I have just graduated with my Bachelor's of Business Administration from Grenfell Campus, Memorial University. First of all, I would like to congratulate the class of 2020 and applaud them for successfully achieving the milestone during a time where the world is not functioning normally. Be confident that you have the skills to face whatever the future holds. Being a student myself, the academic journey felt long at times. We surely have experienced failures and setbacks, but also advancement and accomplishments. I'm grateful to my professors, parents, and friends who always pulled me up no matter what the situation was. They're the reason for my success today. Remember that the fact of graduating today is a testimony of dedication and perseverance. So stay happy, positive, and live the life full of big dreams.
Hi, my name is Andrea, and I just graduated with my master's degree in fisheries science from the Marine Institute of Memorial University. First of all, I want to say a huge congratulations to everyone who's graduating today. For each and every one of us, this is an amazing accomplishment, and we should be so proud of ourselves. Throughout both of my degrees, and now my third, my mom has always been one of my biggest supporters, and I'd like to quote her today in this special moment. When times were tough and finishing my degree felt like this insurmountable task, Mom always said to me, the one major difference between students who graduate and those who don't is staying power. The first time I heard that, probably like you guys are thinking right now, I asked, what's staying power? And she said, it's that little extra push. The reason we're all here today is because we put in that one extra night. We didn't go to that one party, we read that one chapter just one more time, just to make sure we didn't miss anything. So not only are we walking away today with degrees, but also with the knowledge that we have the perseverance, the drive, and the passion to start and finish anything that we put our minds to. And that's really, really wonderful. So as I wrap up, I just want to say again, congrats to everyone, with a special shout out to the students graduating today from the Marine Institute. I was lucky enough to be part of the first cohort of graduate students in the Marine Institute's Fisheries Science program, and I genuinely can't rave enough about my experience there. I'm a better scientist and student for having chosen Memorial and the Marine Institute to pursue my graduate studies. Anywho, that's it from me. Congrats all, and make sure to take today to celebrate your amazing achievement.
My name is Caitlin, and I'm graduating with a Bachelor of Nursing degree from Memorial University. Hi, everyone. I really appreciate the opportunity to say a few words here today. I am over the moon to be graduating from Memorial with a Bachelor of Nursing degree. I recall our crest ceremony where the Associate Dean equated the Fast Track Nursing program to a race, saying, when you start Fast Track, you put your running shoes on and don't take them off till the finish line. Well, it certainly feels great to be at the finish line. As the self-proclaimed crybaby of the class, I want to thank you all for being there for me when I would burst into tears at any moment. Whether it was introduction to nursing or med-surg, there would be waterworks. While I am still and likely will always be a softie, I feel that I've gained so much confidence in myself over the past 2 years. While they say confidence comes from within, I know that mine has been greatly affected by the amazing group of people I'm graduating with. When I finished my preceptorship, my preceptor gave me a letter. At the end of that letter, she had written a quote that said, when you're a nurse, you know that every day you will touch a life and a life will touch yours. I really love that quote because it is so true. What you experience during nursing school is truly amazing. We have all had the privilege of playing a part in life's important moments, from watching a baby's first breath to providing comfort to a sick patient. In one way or another, you have all helped me along the way to finish this degree. I know that each and every one of you will be wonderful nurses. I wish you all the best, my friends, and congratulations to all MUN graduates. We did it!
Hey, my name is Brandon. I just graduated with my Bachelor's of Education from Memorial University. Well, this year's really been a slice of cake. Actually, like 5 slices in the last week because our summer was spent quarantined and spent inside, and I'm still not over it. But as crazy as this year's been, we're all here. We made it to graduation, despite all the obstacles this year's launched at us. Throw back to January, aka that was 9 months ago? Tons of snow shut us down for a week here in St. John's. I'd rather that right about now, but the universe said, no, pandemic instead. Then, wasn't there a threat of murder hornets for like a week? Yeah, that was just a filler episode. It happened, I think. From then to this day, there's still symphonies of people worldwide coming together for change to fight systemic racism. In this year of quarantine, we've come together stronger, louder than ever. It's one highlight of the year we can't forget, and it deserves far more time in a different setting. Still, we're living through a pandemic. Classes have been weird. I wish I could speak to all of you in person instead. You deserve that much for enduring like you have. You deserve to be up on a stage, cheered on by your loved ones in your cap and gown, posing for pictures. You don't deserve the dreary monotony of discussion posts or the inevitable awkward moments captured from your webcam during class, or not being able to see your friends, your classmates, your families. You've worked hard for this, weathered so much, and still you're here. We're here. Students from every faculty here today and everywhere, we are the class of 2020, the graduating class of 2020. Wear that as a badge of pride, resilience, strength, for all the things we've experienced this year alone and more. Being here right now is a massive accomplishment. We are the class of 2020, and that is something that shouldn't ever be taken lightly. Full stop.
فارغ التحصیلیمون مبارک. ما موفق شدیم. حالا میتونیم با خیال راحت استراحت کنیم.
Congratulations to the graduating class of 2020 on your amazing accomplishment and for your perseverance through these challenging times. All the best for the future.
Hey everyone, I know it's been tough despite everything happening around the world, but we got through it. Trust me, this has made us much more stronger and we're ready to face the world now. Congratulations once again.
Hello and namaste, class of 2020. We finally did it. Hats off virtually, we got through it, and that's a good life ahead.
Class of 2020. Although we did not get a traditional graduation, that's no reason not to celebrate. I want to take this time to congratulate you all on this massive accomplishment. All the best in the future.
I just want to say congratulations to all of you for graduating and making it, especially through this pandemic.
Congratulations, everyone. I'm so proud of us for graduating in 2020. Good job.
Congratulations, class of 2020.
Congrats, everybody. Well done.
This group, comprised of no less than 3 Memorial University graduates spanning 2 campuses, is no stranger to success. They've won a gazillion Music NL awards, they've been nominated for Junos, and they've toured the world, opening for Passenger. They've been around the block, that's for sure, and now they're here to close things out tonight. Please welcome Geraldine Hollett, Phil Churchill, and Andrew Dale, the Ones.
Traveling on the same path. It's taken miles to make it here, and in the end it seems so clear. We are all running, we are all running the same race. We are. We are all going to the same place. How long have you been on this road? Why do you carry such a heavy load? Stay a while and ease your mind. The truth is rare and hard to find. We are all running, we are all running the same race. We are all going to the same place. Long is the road we travel on, hard is the shoulder we cry upon, dark is the night before the dawn. The brightest morning is still to come. We are all running, we are all running the same race. We are all going to the same place. We are all running.
Congratulations. Good luck with your career. Proud to be a graduate from Memorial, no matter what you do and where you go. Good luck.
Congratulations, graduates. I am so very, very proud of you. Wishing you lifelong curiosity, passion, and joy.
Congratulations, graduates. Getting here has taken a lot of hard work, and I'm sure you had some fun as well. You should be very proud. You're leaving with a top-notch education. I'm reminded of the Dr. Seuss book, Oh, the Places You'll Go. Continue to work hard, have fun, and be a proud MUN graduate.
Congratulations, graduates. And a very special congratulations to the music graduates. Be sure to spread the joy of music wherever you go.
45 years ago in 1975, I was a student in the first class at Grenfell campus in Corner Brook. Memorial University was my beginning, as it has been yours. Congratulations to all graduates. I'm honored to be part of your graduation day, together with you, your families, friends, teachers, and alumni members. Be proud of what you have accomplished. I wish you continued success. All the best.
I'm Christina Cole, alumni of the Marine Institute, graduating from the Bachelor of Technology program, as well as the Masters of Technology Management. I realize this year has been very challenging due to COVID-19. However, don't let that take away from all your successes and achievements that you have achieved during 2020. Please relish in the moment and enjoy your graduation. Wishing you all the best in your future endeavors. Thank you so much and enjoy.
Congrats, fellow movers and shakers. Be proud, be courageous, be strong, be passionate and curious, and go out and change the world. There's nothing you can't do or be. Remember that.
Thank you for choosing to study engineering at MUN. You now have the foundation for a rewarding career. Congratulations and best wishes.
On behalf of the Indigenous Student Resource Center, warmest congratulations to the graduating class of 2020.
Good evening from Nairobi, Kenya, folks. Congratulations on this very big milestone in your career. Think big, think outside of Canada, and keep solving problems.
Congratulations, well done. Please go out and make the world a better, more inclusive place.
Congratulations, doctors. My wish for you is this: celebrate your successes. Cherish the privileged journey you're about to embark on. Channel your considerable skills into making an impact on your patients and their lives. And always, always be proud of your medical heritage at Memorial. Again, many congratulations.
Hi, I'm Carl Wells. Congratulations, MUN grads of 2020. And please remember, for the rest of your lives, be receptive to learning.
Congratulations, graduates. Stay curious, stay passionate, and stay connected to your fellow alumni.
Congratulations, class of 2020. It certainly has been a year like no other. You should be proud of your perseverance and accomplishments. Stay safe and healthy, and all the best in the coming years.
2020 is not an easy year to graduate, but you did it. Congratulations.
Congratulations to Vianne students y felicitaciones a todos los graduados.
Thank you so much for tuning in. And congratulations on completing this part of your journey. You really are a creative and resilient lot. Remember, when things open up again, and they will, you're more than welcome to swing by for a visit. I'm sure the crowd here would love to see you. And to our graduates, while you may not be able to stroll across the stage right now, sit back, relax, and watch as your name scrolls down the screen. Take care, everyone.